Tesla is also doing another demand-boosting move in Europe for the refreshed Model 3. The refreshed Model 3 has been added back to the referral program in Europe. Gary thinks there are three main things that matter for Q4 earnings. Obviously, earnings themselves, then auto gross margins, and 2024 delivery guidance. Gary thinks that Q4 auto margin is a bit too high. The estimates are at 17%, but he is at 16%. And his EPS estimate is also below the consensus, but he is above the 2024 delivery consensus. So are these price cuts really a huge deal for Tesla? Well, if Tesla can keep reducing costs, then no, it's not a big deal at all. Tesla's new electric motor patent is now out, actually. This new electric motor patent helps to maximize the motor efficiency, automation, and reduces costs for Tesla. So as long as Tesla keeps pushing the envelope like this, eventually it's going to be okay. In the meantime, we have more Cybertruck invites going out today. Feels like every single day we see emails like that now, which is good. We want to keep seeing those. I expect seeing these dumps of emails with invites to configure their Cybertrucks. This looks pretty tough. That's probably a prototype, but you never know. Maybe someone actually did volunteer for this. Reuters is reporting that Tesla will suspend most car production in Giga Berlin from January 29th to February 11th, the company said on Thursday, citing a lack of components due to shifts in transport routes because of attacks on vessels in the Red Sea. For skeptical Tesla bears, I'd like to point out that Tesla is not the only company suffering from this. Volvo is also affected. It's a bit, of course, convenient for Tesla that it's happening around the time when it is cutting prices, is what the bears are going to say. But then how come Tesla is not the only company that is affected? So to me, this looks like something that's just simply unfortunate. This will probably result in 5,000 to 7,000 Model Ys not being built. Here's another weird thing that's happening right now. Only 2024 Model Y rear-wheel drives currently qualify for the federal EV credit. So if you get a 2023 model year Model Y rear-wheel drive, you are not going to get that $7,500 from the government. After all of these news stories, we have some good news here. Another win for Tesla China in a lawsuit against an influential social media personality who has 10 million followers in China. The defendant was accused of faking up a Model 3 AEB test and claiming unsafe stopping distance while being compared with another test vehicle, Xpeng P7, in a video widely spread on social media. If you remember that rooftop protester, that lawsuit is still pending. And it's not just Tesla cutting prices. BYD also slashes EV prices in Germany. And Volkswagen also cut prices of its EVs earlier this week to keep pace with Tesla. Here's some good news. Tesla cars are Hollywood's favorite EVs, appearing most often on screen. This was a pretty extensive study. They compiled a list of more than 100 most popular EVs. The Model S was the most popular, and the Model 3 was the third most popular EV. The Cybertruck is ramping, and I do expect some defects, and I think we will see many more of these stories. This one says that Tesla Cybertruck gets delivered with ridiculous body defects. Okay, yeah, this one is not, it looks, I don't think it should be hard to fix. I'm not exactly sure, depending on why it's doing that, but probably not a hard fix. Personally, I don't think it's really a big deal. It will only be a big deal if we see these very, very often. I'm not sure how big of a deal this panel gap is because the picture is taken up close from this angle. So I'm not going to make any comments about this. It's quite easy to make something look quite a bit worse than it is from an angle like that.